It was supposed to be just another stream, one of those dumb overnight challenges that racked up views on YouTube and TikTok. But from the moment Derek Sloan stepped onto the cracked asphalt of the old Westwood Asylum parking lot, a knot settled deep in his stomach. He told himself it was just nerves, just the thrill of doing something reckless on camera. Still, the air smelled wrong like rust and mildew, thick enough to taste. "Alright guys, here we are," he whispered into his phone, his ring light glowing faintly against the broken gates. Over 500 people were already in the live chat. Comments scrolled by faster than he could read them. "Bro's actually doing it. This place is cursed. Don't go inside." Derek grinned for the camera. "Come on, you'll know me. Sloan Vlogs never backs down. We're hitting 1 million subs this month, and tonight's the video that does it." He panned the phone toward the looming building, a gray, sprawling skeleton of brick and boarded windows. Its jagged silhouette rose against the moon, black vines twisting up the walls like veins. The chat exploded with laughing emojis, skulls, "Rip bro," and encouragement. It was everything he wanted. Still, a thin layer of sweat was already forming on his palms. The asylum doors groaned when he pushed them open. His mic picked up the sound, sharp and grating like a scream trapped in metal. "Welcome to Westwood, baby," he muttered. Inside, the air was colder. The kind of cold that seeped under the skin, bypassing sweaters and jackets, like it came from the marrow itself. Derek adjusted his light. The beam swept across peeling wallpaper, rusted bed frames shoved against the walls, and long hallways choked with shadow. The chat was spamming, "This is crazy. Don't go alone." "There's no signal in there, dude." But the stream held strong. Comments and hearts kept flowing. He walked deeper, his sneakers crunching glass. Fun fact, this place shut down in '89 after a fire in one of the wards. They say some patients never made it out. And, you know, the usual stories, people hearing screams, seeing things. Perfect content, right? Laughter emojis, ghost hunter vibes. Do a Ouija board? He smirked, but his chest felt tight. Every sound was too loud. His footsteps, his breathing, the faint rattle of loose ceiling tiles. He turned a corner into what must have been a patient dormitory. Rusted metal cots sat in rows, some collapsed, others upright like broken ribs. Graffiti covered the walls, pentagrams, names, crude jokes. And then the chat changed. At first, it was just one message. "Who's that behind you?" Derek chuckled nervously. "Nice try." Classic horror movie line. But more messages followed. "No FR. Look, there's someone, dude. Turn around." "Oh my god, I see IT. Derek froze, holding the phone steady. The camera lens reflected the room empty, just cots and shadows. He turned in a slow circle. Nothing. "Y'all trolling hard tonight," he said, though his voice shook slightly. The comments went wild, frantic. "He's right there." In the corner, closer now. Derek aimed his light at the corner. Peeling paint, a crumbling radiator. Darkness pooled like ink. Empty. You guys are seeing things. Compression or whatever. Bad camera quality. But he couldn't shake the feeling that the shadows had shifted just as the light passed over them. The live viewer count spiked. His pulse hammered. His mouth felt dry. All right, let's prove it. Nothing here." He flipped the camera back to face him, shining the light across his shoulder, then back into the room. Still empty. The comments slowed for a moment. Then one appeared that froze his blood. "Check the door behind you." He hadn't noticed before, but at the far end of the room there was, indeed, a door slightly ajar. Just a crack. Just wide enough for someone to be watching. "Okay," he whispered, forcing a laugh. "Now this is getting weird." The viewers spammed. "Open IT, don't open IT. He's inside." He crept closer, each step crunching the floor louder than the last. The door looked warped, its paint bubbled and black, like it had been burned. He raised the light, his hand shaking, and pushed the door open. It revealed a stairwell. Narrow, steep, descending into blackness. The stench hit him immediately. Rot, damp, something chemical. His stomach lurched. Chat, no. Oh my god, bro, stop too deep. Do not go down there. Derek turned the camera back to himself, grinning shakily. Y'all want me to go down there? Smash that like button? Let's get to 2,000 viewers right now and I'll do it. The count jumped. 1,900. 2,000. Alright then, he whispered. He took the first step down. The wood groaned under his foot. Another step. Then another. His light struggled against the dark, barely illuminating the rotted stairs ahead. And then the chat froze. Not lag. Not silence. Every single message in the stream was the same, flooding endlessly. Stop moving, stop moving, stop moving. Derek froze mid-step. His phone buzzed in his hand, glitching. He raised the light. From the bottom of the stairwell, something exhaled. It was long, wet, rattling. Like lungs that hadn't breathed in decades were forcing themselves awake. Derek held his breath. The phone trembled in his grip, his light beam jittering across the rotted steps and the yawning dark below. The chat was a storm of panic. Don't go down. Get out. Get out. Get out. He swallowed hard. His instincts screamed to run back upstairs, slam the door, and leave the asylum behind. But then he remembered the numbers. 2,000 live viewers. Donations popping up on screen. His channel exploding. He forced a nervous grin. Guess we're not alone down here, huh? His voice cracked halfway through the sentence. The exhale came again, this time closer. He aimed his light into the darkness, but the beam dissolved like smoke, swallowed whole. He took another step down, and the chat went wild. Hearts, skull emojis, screaming text. Relax, relax, he muttered, though his voice shook. Probably just rats or some junk. The stairwell groaned beneath his weight as he reached the bottom. The air was heavy, damp, almost oily. His sneakers squished into something soft mud, maybe, though the smell was far worse. The camera flickered, the image distorting into digital static. For a split second, he thought he saw something in the frame. A tall shape, wrong proportions, but then it was gone. Signal's freaking out, guys. Don't bail on me now. The chat exploded again. He's behind you. Don't turn, don't turn. His chest tightened. He spun around, light beams slicing the shadows. Empty stairwell, empty corners, empty door. But the smell was worse now. Metallic, sour, like blood soaked into concrete. He walked forward, into what looked like a storage basement. Rusted cabinets lined the walls, doors hanging off hinges. Old patient files littered the floor, pulped by years of water damage. In the corner, a hospital gurney leaned at an angle, its straps frayed, its mattress black with mold, and then footsteps. Not his. Light, deliberate, dragging across the wet floor just out of sight. He froze, swinging the phone toward the sound. Who's there? His voice cracked high, frantic. The chat was pure chaos. We see IT dude, IT right there, run. He zoomed in on the far wall. For a moment, it was just stone, then movement. A shadow slipped back behind a cabinet, too tall to be human. Derek's heart slammed. He forced a laugh, though it came out strangled. Okay, you guys wanted a show. You're getting one. He crept forward. The light scraped across the cabinet, and there was nothing. Just rust and broken wood. And then the door slammed shut behind him. The bang shook the whole room. Derek spun, nearly dropping his phone. The door at the base of the stairs was sealed tight. He lunged for it, yanking the handle, but it wouldn't budge. The chat was spamming so fast the text blurred. Don't look back, don't look back, don't look back. He turned anyway. At the far side of the room, the gurney had moved. It now stood upright in the center, as if waiting for him. And on it, straps hung open like inviting arms. Nope, nope, we're done. He aimed the camera at his face, eyes wide, trying to play it off. You guys see this? Some psycho probably set this to scare people off. Just props, that's all. But his voice wavered. The chat wasn't buying it. It's closer, I saw it move, don't blink. He spun back, and the gurney was empty again. Straps dangling, swaying gently as if they'd just been disturbed. Something moved in the darkness behind it. A tall, warped silhouette, shoulders hunched, head bent too far to the side. Derek's throat went dry. Who's there? His whisper cracked like glass. I'm live right now, okay? Don't mess with me. The figure didn't answer, it didn't move, but the chat went berserk. It's looking at you, run, run, run. The light flickered. When it steadied, the figure was gone. Derek's breathing rasped loud into the mic. Screw this, we're going back up. He bolted to the stairwell door, slamming against it, pounding until his fists ached. Open, damn IT. The phone buzzed in his hand. The stream glitched, the viewer count skyrocketing 3,000, 4,000. And then for the first time, a new line of text appeared in the chat. Not from a viewer, it wasn't even a username. Just a plain black bar across the screen with words in white. Don't leave. Derek froze. His mouth went dry. Okay, that's not from you guys, right? That's a filter or some glitch, yeah? The phone buzzed again. We haven't started yet. The words scrolled across the screen slowly, deliberately, as if typed by something patient. The chat exploded into panic, thousands of people screaming, "I does not use, turn it off," end the stream. But Derek couldn't. His phone refused to power down. The end stream button was gray, unresponsive. Something shifted in the darkness behind him, a dragging sound, wet and heavy. He turned, raising the light with a trembling hand. The gurney was closer now, right in front of him. And on it lay a body. Burned, blistered, skin melted into sheets of black and red. Its chest rose and fell with shallow, rattling breaths. Its head snapped toward him, eyes boiling white. Derek screamed. The phone slipped, clattering to the ground. For a moment, the camera view spun wildly, catching glimpses of the room shadows lunging, straps snapping shut, Derek's body thrashing as something dragged him down. Then the feed cut to black. The chat exploded. Oh my god, Huss dead. WTF, someone call the cops. And then hours later, the stream turned back on. The phone lay propped upright on the gurney. The camera pointed straight ahead, steady, and Derek was sitting in the frame, straps tight across his arms and chest. His skin pale, slack, eyes wide and unblinking. A slow smile stretched across his face, too wide, splitting the corners of his lips. Then, in a voice that wasn't his, he spoke into the mic. Hello, everyone. Thank you for waiting. The stream begins now. The chat went insane, flooding with comments. Bro, what? That's not him. End it now. Help. But Derek didn't blink. He sat strapped to the gurney, his head twitching slightly as though someone else was pulling invisible strings. His smile stayed frozen, unnatural. Don't be afraid. The voice whispered through his lips, deeper, hollow, echoing as though it came from the cavern. You came here to watch, so watch. The camera angle never shifted. No shaking, no dropped frames, like it had been mounted on a tripod, though everyone knew Derek had no tripod with him. Behind him, the room pulsed with shadows. Something moved in the corners, crawling along the walls like smoke with limbs. The chat filled with screaming texts, donations, and panicked calls for someone to stop it, but no one did. Then the comments slowed, not because the audience had stopped typing, but because a new stream of text was flowing across the screen, drowning them out. We see you, all of you. Thank you for watching. Thousands of usernames in the chat froze, one by one. Their profile icons turned black. A chilling thought spread through the live viewers. Whatever had Derek was now looking at them. The camera zoomed closer to his face without anyone touching it. His lips trembled, eyes rolling like he was fighting for control. And in a single burst, Derek's real voice broke through ragged, frantic. "Don't watch this, turn it out." His jaw snapped shut with a sickening crack. The scream that followed wasn't human. Viewers claimed the sound made their lights flicker, their phones buzz, their reflections twitch in their screens. Many swore later they saw shapes in their own bedrooms the moment Derek screamed tall, crypt figures at the edge of vision. The viewer count surged past 10,000, then 15,000. It was viral now. Twitter, Discord, Reddit all ablaze with people sharing the link, daring friends to click, feeding the audience. On screen, Derek's body slumped. The straps held him upright. His eyes, still open, filmed over white. Then the voice spoke again. "He gave us a door. You gave us your eyes now. We are everywhere." The feed warped, pixelating, bending into images that shouldn't have been possible, faces screaming from black static. Wide eyes pressed against the camera lens, mouths opening wider and wider until they broke into nothing but void. Viewers typed frantically, "Stop, end stream, call 911, and then sirens. The camera view flickered, suddenly showing flashing red and blue lights from outside the asylum. Police shouting. The feed glitched between Derek's body, the door at the top of the stairs, and in darkness. For a moment, the stream was silent. Thousands of people held their breath, waiting. Finally, the image returned, but it wasn't live anymore. It was a replay. The footage of Derek walking through the asylum at the start of the night, only this time things were different. In the shadows behind him, something tall and spindly was following, step for step, always just at the edge of the frame. The chat exploded in horror. People scrubbed back through the archive feed, and yes, it was there the whole time. From the moment Derek opened the asylum doors, something had been with him. The replay looped again and again. Each time the figure came closer, its details clear blackened skin, jaws unhinged, eyes like hollow bulbs. On the fifth replay, it wasn't behind Derek anymore. It was looking straight into the camera. The screen went black. The stream ended. Viewers sat in silence, thousands glued to their phones and laptops, waiting for the channel to reactivate, but nothing came. Until the next night. At 3:17 a.m., the channel went live again. This time, the screen showed not the asylum, but a random suburban living room. A woman sat on a couch, scrolling her phone, unaware she was being filmed. The chat erupted. "Who's that? Oh my God, she doesn't know. Is this real?" Then, after 30 seconds, the camera angle shifted like someone or something was moving it closer to her. Her head jerked up suddenly. She stared into the camera, eyes wide with terror. And the stream cut to black. The next night, another stream. Another random home, another unsuspecting person. Soon, people realized it was streaming from the devices of viewers themselves. Each night, another subscriber's life went live without their permission. Some begged in the chat. Some screamed into their webcams, pleading for help. And one by one, each vanished after their broadcast. The authorities tried to shut the channel down. YouTube terminated it. Servers traced, links deleted, but the stream always returned. Different usernames, different platforms, each time stronger. Now it exists everywhere, under countless copies, impossible to kill. They call it the Sloan stream. And people still watch. Even though everyone knows the rule, if you see the stream go live, never click it. Because once you do, they can see you too.